Stand by to initiate release sequencer. On my mark. 5.
We're on express elevator to hell. Going down.
2. 1. Mark.
Let's rock!
Welcome back to the Resupply with me, guy next door.
And me, Than.
Bringing you your DK list, semi-regular double tap of all things Space Marines and Laser Force. I don't know if you know this, Than, but Lumia Stream is here. Calm down, Lumia Stream, alright? Whittling away in the background like a weirdo.
I mean, you know, it's fair. Gotta do a thing.
Lucy, you're a champion. Old Man Than, you're a champion. I'd renew mine. Mine's not up until tomorrow. And I'll use my Prime sub, so, you know, get that Bezos bucks. Thank you, Lucy, for 45 months of support. You're a champion. Bloody champion.
Lucy's the real champion in all this.
Yeah, true story. I was going through my drawers. I've been going through a little bit of spring cleaning, even though it's autumn. and
seasonal cleaning.
Seasonal cleaning. That's the one. Yeah. Kia ora, Dolly. And was going through one of my drawers, and in my drawer,
Is this a Resupply After Dark?
No. But
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I did find an envelope of money though, which was a nice surprise, like a substantial amount of money. I was like, I should probably put that in the bank.
No,
Don't worry about it.
I want to know, and I don't want to know, and I want to know, and I don't want to know. So
where I was going with the story was, I did come across like a bunch of stuff that like Lucy gave me when she was here. I think I can't remember, but one of the things, and I can't remember if I showed them on stream, was Lucy made a bunch of these like. Lucy, I don't know how you would describe these. Are they playing cards? Are they? I don't know what kind of cards they are, but she like did these cards a while back, and I found them in my drawer. And I was like, that's really cool. That's really cool.
That's pretty cool
for someone to give you stuff. Now she's given me a lot of like knickknacks and collectibles, and I've been trying to. That's graduation work. That's right. That's so dope. I've been trying to like keep all the kind of keepsakes, but like some of that stuff's hard because it gets lost in the
shuffle.
The shuffle. Good card reference, by the way. But yeah, thank you, Lucy. Appreciate your support, bud. It's awesome. Man, what a week! What a bloody week.
Yeah.
I felt like last week's show. I really enjoyed last week's podcast. If you guys didn't see it, which I'm pretty sure those of you who are here were here for the show, but if you missed the bulk of it, Dolly, we're almost at level 2 hype train. Slide.
Doll, Ducky said he had a Laser Force related dream last night. Should I be worried? Always.
No, never. That's part of the course. I would say when those dreams stop, that's when you worry. Strickhaven, what's going on, dude? Rocking the Nat shit, it's got to be done. He's feeling festive, and we'll get into that in a minute. But last week's show I really enjoyed. We talked about kind of a Squid Game tournament format, which like spawned into a really actually awesome conversation with the two of you. Well done, Than. But
it's almost like we know how to talk. Or something.
A little bit.
God damn it, Malcolm! Stop fucking knocking the camera. Fucking terrorist cat, anyway. Jesus Christ.
So good. But we're unfortunately after that the week hit a bit of a
snag.
A bit of a snag. For the two of us. So we're gonna air our grievances very very relatively briefly. Obviously DK's not here. He's busy today doing family stuff, doing personal stuff. But Than, you want to kick us off? What happened to you this week? How are you?
So should I start with like the good or
No, we'll get all the bad out of the way.
Well,
Get the bad out of the way.
Okay, so I am this podcast is no stranger to me venting about work.
Yeah.
Like, because I think that is everybody's right. With any type of job, no matter what type of job it is, it's your right to complain about your job.
This is the segment of our podcast I like to refer to as the fine wine.
Yeah, okay. I'll wear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, dude, we should make a wine and call it the fine wine, but like WHINE.
Oh, yeah, because that's never been done by anybody
Yeah,
before,
but
I'm sure.
Yeah, but like, it's never been done by us before.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. God damn it, Malcolm! Really? Are we just gonna be a terrorist again
Is
today?
he typing on your keyboard?
No, he's knocking stuff on my desk, and he's trying to bump my camera, and he's very upset that I am not giving him like my full and undivided attention.
That's so needy.
Like we didn't like I literally didn't just have like a 2-hour nap where he was curled up with me like the whole time. So yeah, it's dumb. Anyway, work stuff. So obviously I rant about work a fair bit because, I mean, really, nobody really wants to work. People just want money.
Yeah.
And being employed is generally a pretty decent way to ensure that you have money.
Yeah.
And work is basically continuing to make my job harder and harder and harder. This week was what used to be quarterly IT planning, but is now half quarterly IT planning because the powers that be have decided that our planning cycles need to be for 6 weeks instead of 12. Okay, fine, whatever. That part's not so bad. Like, okay, so we're planning for less time, whatever. But in their infinite wisdom, the powers that be have decided that instead of the third-party tool that we used to use to organize all the work, we have to now use a homegrown tool to organize all the work.
That's a great duo name for us, by the way. Is third party tool and homegrown tool.
Yeah. And the homegrown tool that they're forcing us to use is generously described as a quarter baked. It's not even half baked. It's a quarter baked. It is
pre-alpha.
Pretty much. Like it is so user unfriendly and is missing so many features that we are used to having to be able to organize work. And I mean, I work in a very large IT structure, basically. We have work that multiple teams have to touch before an end product can be released a lot of times, just by virtue of the nature of the work that we do and the industry and this, that, and the other. There's a whole bunch of times when you've got to go from team A to team B to team C to team D before you can release a thing. And this tool does not really support that well in any way, shape, or form, on top of just being very user unfriendly. So literally, like I think I've told you my view on working weekends. I don't do it.
You love them.
I don't.
That's Than's time. That's Than's special time.
I mean, that's everybody's time to not have to, deal with your employer. Like, it doesn't matter when your weekend falls. Like, whatever days off you have, like, you should not be dealing with work in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And I put in like basically almost a full day last Sunday doing additional prep work trying to get ready for the week.
Mhm.
Planning was originally supposed to be Wednesday and Thursday. It became clear like partway through the day Wednesday that like nobody was going to be done by Thursday because of a variety of reasons, one of the biggest being fighting with this goddamn tool to get it to work. And then even today, which was, you know, present your plan, um, of, you know, basically there's like 6 teams of us that had to present. There was only one team of 6 that was actually fully done, and they were only done because they have a team with 3 developers.
Bastards.
My team, by comparison, I have 16 because my team handles 3 different work streams. So
Wait,
I got
so the more developers you have, the slower it is?
it's purely a workload thing in terms of I have to plan for 3 different
Oh,
work
I
streams.
see. Yeah,
And
yeah.
they and you know, the team with 3 only has to plan for 1. Just so it's just a quantity of work thing. The team that has, you know, only 3 is kind of an outlier as far as that goes, obviously. So it was just one of those things of like, I presented my plan today, and like the first words out of my mouth were, "Okay, so my plan's a dumpster fire." Um,
What a
and
way to
because
start.
well, because literally, based on like my team's capacity, I'm like 30% done
Yeah.
with my work, and and so I might be done by like Wednesday of next week, maybe, maybe, but the kind of rage inducing part of the thing is that because this tool is so bad, it makes things so hard to visualize and organize and everything else. It is actually making me feel like I am bad at my job.
Oh, man.
I'm not bad at my job. Like I am actually really good at my job and
Yeah.
what I do. Like I say that with, you know, all intended ego and no false modesty. Like I am good at what I do.
Cool.
And dealing with all these process changes and this new tool is making me feel like I am actually bad at my job, which
That's how you know it's a good tool.
which I fucking detest on so many levels. Like I can acknowledge there have been points during, you know, my time in this role where I have not done a good job.
Right.
Like there have been definitely times, especially
Can't be good all the time.
Yeah, definitely can't be good all the time. That there were, you know, definitely times when it was when I was, you know, not putting enough effort towards it. The work was suffering, this, that, the other. Like, and I can acknowledge those times. That's fine. This is not one of those times.
Yeah.
I am like, you know, paddling like a motherfucker trying to, you know, stay afloat, and it's just problematic. Like I would go so far as to say that since I have been with the network team at, you know, at my employer, and I was with call centers and customer service before that, so that's its own set of hell. I would say that like this past week is literally the angriest and whatnot that I have been at work.
Red Dan.
Since then.
Did Red Dan make an appearance? Red Dan's scary.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, the fact that I work from home and don't have to be on camera ever definitely led to like there were definitely a few moments where like mute buttons were 100% my friend. So
anger toss. That's a different thing too. What you want to do is you want to get yourself a tape recorder, all right? You want to just tape yourself for a whole day. Although, you know, like Than said, he didn't have a camera, so he could have had an anger toss, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah. So like, yeah. My my solution last night was to go play pinball for 5 hours.
That's such a good way to like deal with shit.
And it's like yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go to the large pinball arcade near my house and play pinball for 5 hours. It's great.
That's so cool.
So yeah, that's been kind of the negative of this week. I
Yeah.
do have a big positive, but do you want to cover your negative for the week?
That's the thing we're gonna
all the
talk
bad,
about. Yeah.
yeah. Let's get all the bad news out of the way, and then we can go like, hey, actually, but these cool things did happen.
Yeah. Well, I went to hospital. It was cool. I started my week inside of an ambulance. It was fucking sweet. That's how you went as well. Go play pinball at Laser Force. Fuck yeah, that's rad. Yeah. I haven't streamed all week, which is a real shame. I've been doing these cataloging streams, and that like, it is what it is. You cataloging stuff. Cataloging is only so interesting. But it's been far more interesting when I've done it on stream because people come and keep me company and when there's stuff that I pull out of the collection that's actually kind of cool, and it's interesting to see what the kind of rough values are on this website that we're using. But also shout out Doom Story from last week. If you didn't see the Doom Story, go.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the best stories that we've ever had on stream ever.
I from the week before, I went through and I highlighted that whole section of the stream. So if anyone wants to go watch it, you go have a look. Your mum was in hospital this week. I'll tell you, that sucks, man. I hope they're okay. Hope she's okay. Hope she's on the mend. But yeah, I had a fucking woke up in a decent amount of pain. And by decent, I mean a lot of amount of pain. And heartbeat was beating too slow. That's no good. That is no good. I hope she's okay. I had a kidney stone. And it was very, very unpleasant. Yeah, real unpleasant. Maybe TMI, but I haven't passed it yet, at least as far as I'm aware. But man, it was kind of on par with when I'd have my like gallstone bladder attacks. But this was the first one since then. Now I was like, I can't make it to the hospital. I need some pain relief now. Please call the ambulance. So ambulance turns up.
I'm hearing the J.G. Wentworth song in my head right now, which means nothing to you, but or probably any other non-American viewer right now. But there's a song about I have kidney stones and I need pain relief now. Call J.G. Wentworth.
Right on. But yeah, I needed the sweet relief of the green whistle. I don't know. Do you guys call it the green whistle in the States? Do you know the green whistle?
I don't spend any time in hospital, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you're a sports guy. Like it's the like green puffer thing that they bring out, and it's like methyl doxyl something. And you puff on that, and it like sends you to another dimension, sort of. It just like kills your pain. Although it tastes like you're sucking on like, I don't know,
chili dogs outside the Tasty Freeze.
What? I don't know that reference either. Yes.
Somebody is gonna get that reference and they're gonna find it hilarious.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may have earwormed.
Gotcha.
Yep. Okay, two got it. I may have earwormed somebody in chat. Yep, I did. Success. All right.
But yeah, it was brutal. So yeah, spent the entire day in the emergency room, CAT scans and shit. And they're like, yeah, it's kidney stone, should pass hopefully. So that was a cool day. So I've been kind of recovering from that all week. I just felt like yuck all week. Kind of like I've been like kicked in the balls all week. But we bought a new couch And this is like we've not bought like new furniture at all, as ever.
This is new.
Oh, and brand new, sustainable
Ooh.
couch sofa bed, and we built it yesterday.
Tell us more.
Oh my
Tell
god!
us
Oh my
more
god!
about
Sit
this
there.
new
Sit
sofa.
there in the bloody lounge. Man, we built a pillow fort.
You know what? You tell me you and Dan built a pillow fort? Yup, that tracks.
Yeah, it was glorious. It's awesome. So love it. But yeah, that was kind of my week. I didn't get to play any lasers, which is a shame because I think this was the last week of the former Auckland ownership. I think Andre. I don't know if they've passed it over yesterday. I was kind of hoping to catch up with them before they did. I think that it's official. So hopefully next week I'll get to meet the new owners.
Right.
Sneaky, as a result, I haven't actually heard or seen any new update stuff actually.
There's been an update.
Yeah.
I mean,
breaking news. There's been a new SM5 update. You heard it here, third, folks.
or fourth.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll play it hopefully this week. Be able to give my thoughts on it there. What are your thoughts on it? What changes happened? If anyone wants to fill us in on chat, but new owners next week. I assume Lucy. I don't know. I haven't been in, so I don't know. I wasn't even sure how much I was supposed to mention it at all. I briefly mentioned it last week on the show. I'll be able to talk more about it next week. I had people.
We don't have a but we don't have a show next
yes,
week.
we don't have a show next week. Just yeah. Thank you for reminding me. No next week. The medic notification is awful. No need for it. What does it do? Curious to know what it does. Does it just tell you that the medic died or something, or I don't know?
Or does it tell you how many lives the medic has left? Like, if that's the case, that's garbage.
Oh man, imagine if it told the opposition. That's dumb. Like, when you hit the medic, you'll hear a ring sound. Why? Like?
Half the point is like you have to figure out who the medic is.
Ugh. I can't wait till we just generate the winner of the game. Don't even have to play these dumb games. What's the point? #easy mode. That's weird. It came out in January.
Okay,
not anywhere outside of Brisbane.
Yeah, Lucy. Remember where you play.
Yeah.
So therefore.
Bottle that smug noise up.
So you definitely get to experience certain things before.
You say nah everywhere. No, it hasn't, because we've been playing it here. Okay, so maybe. Okay, you're making me angry.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
I don't know if you know this. I play this game mode a little bit. You've been playing with it here since September. Can I time Lucy out? Okay, we started the show off so well.
I mean, you could, but I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, she'd literally just given us 4 years of awesome support.
Yeah.
It's been released worldwide for a bit. We haven't had it here, so I don't know why we haven't had it here. And here's the only place I care about.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There's a place I can guarantee that doesn't have it.
Where would that be?
Yeah.
Beavertown Magic World, or whatever it's called.
Wonderland.
Beavertown Wonderland. We haven't had any of that stuff. So weird. Although, now that I think about it, I don't know how often I've played. What I've played? I don't know. Came with the Challenge Royale update. I don't know what that is. I don't know any of this stuff.
It's a new game mode.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing we're
Obviously.
getting new ownership. We're getting new updates.
I mean, so the other thing I was going to say to that is that sometimes operators don't do updates because everything is working perfectly,
Yeah.
and you don't want to mess with things when things are working perfectly.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
or like in this case, if they're in the process of selling it,
yeah.
then they definitely wouldn't want to be pushing
Fucking with it.
any updates
Yeah.
because while the chances of an update going wrong are small, they're never zero.
Yeah.
So,
And I take that back. Like, our current ownership have been amazing. Like,
yeah,
they've been incredible. I'm quite sad that I didn't get to play this week because I was tempted. I wanted to go, just turn up and be there, but I was fucked from the day before. I was still recovering, so I was like, nah, I can't. You hope that your artwork won't disappear with the new owners. It might. I hope it doesn't, but it might. They might redo the whole thing. We'll see. We're gonna find out. But yeah. Anyway. So I don't know about any new updates or anything. I haven't been for a couple of weeks. We had Slipknot the week before as well, so I haven't been there a couple of weeks. Kind of itching to play. I would like to play, but hopefully I get to play this week, and then I think the following week might be my birthday that day. So I don't know if I'm gonna go play on my birthday. Oh no, it's not. It's a couple days after. Anyway.
yeah. Let's say your birthday's 2 days after you guys would normally play. You're fine.
Anyway, hey Than, what's new for you this week, man?
So as far as like good stuff, because we've already covered the bad.
Yeah.
We don't need to rehash that. So last weekend, Queen of all things laser tag Tivia was in town. Friend of the show. We've had her on our podcast. We've been on her podcast. She is an amazing and wonderful person. If you've never met her, it is your loss.
I've never met her in the flesh. I'd like to. I mean, it would be awesome to see her in person, but
but yeah. So she was in town to play at her 600th laser tag site.
Incredible.
Site number 600.
That's crazy, yeah.
Which is so cool and so awesome and so ridiculous on so many levels.
That's over how long now? 30, 35 years?
No, she didn't start playing until relatively. Well, she didn't start like
late 2000s,
fully traveling to like play until relatively recently. This is within like the last like 10 or 15 years that she's done.
Yeah,
all this,
right.
Which
relatively
is
recently.
Yeah, relatively. I mean, what's dumb, and I feel a little bit embarrassed. Like, I know she has mentioned like when she started like really like visiting sites, and I do not remember, which makes me feel a little bit bad, but I can't remember everything. Sorry. I try, but I fail miserably. But anyway, so she was in town for site number 600, and site number 600 is a zone site. What was a zone site? It is a zone site, but it has the distinction of it is an actual laser tag first site, and it's been essentially a zone since it opened in '95.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it was just recently, I think recently within like the last like 6 or 8 months or something, it was purchased by a player.
Wow.
So the new ownership is someone who plays. Now, was I slightly depressed when he said that he was born in 1997? A little bit. For those of you for those of you not keeping track at home without your decoder ring, that's when I started playing. So there was definitely a little moment of wait, what? When he said that, but Tivia wanted this to be site number 600 because she and Noah, the owner, are friends, and it's an actual proper tag site, not an FEC that has tag as part of
Awesome.
it, and you know that's a really important distinction
Mm.
when it comes to the the possibilities for a site to actually thrive
It's
as a
impressive,
competitive
right?
site.
Because like if
Yeah.
like it's the same with Auckland. Auckland is a standalone tag site. It's not an
Yep.
FEC, and they have to compete against FECs, and FECs they are seemingly more attractive for consumers because they have lots more stuff. Mini golf and go karts and like arcade and bowling and all that sort of shit is you're potentially getting a package deal alongside
Yep.
of your laser tag experience. So for a birthday party or something, people are like, oh, what? We could either go there and just play laser tag, or we could go there and we could play some mini golf and laser tag and like
Yeah.
darts.
Yeah. So
Probably
it's
not
so
darts.
yeah, but so there's, I mean, there is a reason why tag forward facilities have been in, in decline, and that's exactly the reason. And obviously like COVID kind of hastened that demise as far as that goes.
Mm.
But this is a site that has been around since 95. The arena is still basically the original arena, and because it's a built in 1995 site, it's not a cookie cutter arena.
Mm. Cool.
Like, and and it was,
I
I
like
mean,
those.
yeah, and it was fun. I did almost eat shit a few times because the theming for the arena is kind of like uh, uh, otherworld crystals, and so like some of like the the walls and whatnot, like they kind of stick out a little bit, which is
Cool.
which is fully my nemesis,
Yeah.
when it comes to moving
Protruding
around. And
bits.
yeah, when it comes to moving around and arena. But um the biggest compliment that I could pay, that I could pay to pay on it, was like I was playing it like constantly thinking, okay, how would Space 5 play in here? Like I was actually like actively thinking that, as opposed to just kind of going, okay,
Yeah.
it's an
Which
arena,
I think we do,
whatever.
right? Like anytime any of our competitive scene goes to a laser tag arena, we're like, oh, wonder how Space Five would play in here.
I mean, so I don't. But that's just it. Like if the arena bores me right off the stop, right off the jump, I don't bother, because
Right.
the arena's bored me.
Right.
And this arena was like, okay, no, like I mean, it would definitely be a different game. It'd definitely be a much more like speedball game because of how the arena is laid out. And it's a decent sized arena. It's
Yeah.
just kind of how it's laid out. It's going to lend itself to a very fast game.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was fun. Playing zone gear. It was with a lot of randoms that just happened to be there as well.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh yeah, I can put up an okay score against people who don't know what they're doing in zone, because I know how to move around to space. And yeah, I know how to move around to space and do a thing, and it's fine. And then like the couple, like the owner and one of his staff members like come in and play also, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get wrecked here, because it's a totally different. I mean, it's a totally different play style, and that's fine. Like I'm not expecting to beat them one-on-one dogfighting. Like I don't know the timing of the packs. I don't know how to like move correctly really with them for dogfighting or anything.
Was it the H2 stuff? Like the new?
Yeah, it's a Helios 2, I think, was the system that they have in there. And okay, so obviously it's not Gen 8 Force, like, and so all things, in my opinion, suffer against Gen 8 Force, and that's fine. But was it still fun? Yes. Will I potentially go back to play more? Probably, yeah.
Right.
Like there's a there is something to be said for going to an actual laser tag arena to play some games. Not and it's not necessarily going to be like an every week thing, because it is like a minimum of a 45-minute drive for me to get there because of where it is. Which it's none of you live in Portland, so me describing the reason why is not going to make any difference.
One day I'm gonna come there. It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. No.
Speaking of
So,
which, we're
cool.
gonna set up a commune. We're gonna set up a commune. Okay, affordable housing for laser tag community. It's gonna be great. I don't know why I said speaking of which. We weren't talking about that at all.
We totally were not.
So yeah.
So yeah, that was. I mean that was basically my Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday was
fun
almost
times.
A full 8 hour. Yeah. It's just started the week going downhill.
Right into an ambulance. Well, like that's firstly awesome that you got to catch up with Tivia.
Yep.
You guys have met already.
Yeah. She's so she's been out here previously, and we actually did play at the Beaverton Wonderland.
The Boogie Wonderlands.
Yeah, that was site like five. That was site somewhere in the like mid 500s, mid upper 500s.
Yeah.
And I think I've met her other places as well, but that yeah, she's always super lovely to talk to. It's always it's always nice to hear what latest laser tag adventure she's been on, because that's just what she does.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome.
That's
so
right. Hey, too, could you, if I don't know, if, just while I remember, could you send me an invite to the new Discord if it's kind of nearing ready, please?
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. And I think like we'll look to, I don't know, we'll look to maybe try and get that squared away in the next couple of weeks. Man, there's so many things. That I kind of have on the go at the moment. Thank you too. And also, whilst I remember, Tucker, why don't you like do that? So Tucker said in chat earlier, still saying people should just pay Gabe and I to teach them to run tag as well as a membership base. Why don't you pitch that to corporate? Like, get them to put something together, or you guys put like a plan together and sell it to Laser Force HQ. Yeah, let's do that too. Let's do that. Because like, I mean, if that's a thing that you guys believe in, and all that does really is strengthen the community aspect of their system. And I don't know if that's not really something that their installers kind of teach or like train, right? Like they it's there as a feature of the system, but I don't know if anyone really sells new owners or existing owners on that part of the system. So why don't you do? You guys should do that,
or at least have it added as a optional extra to the installation package or something. Yeah. I mean the thing is, like, I know that when Sanch does installs, like, because by virtue of the fact of Sanch is a site owner and can speak to the nature of the positive nature of it. Like, I know Sanch does talk to owners about it.
Yeah.
There is just a and we've had this discussion ad nauseum over the years around people just don't want to do it because it is extra work.
Yeah, it's extra work. Like, so for Sanch to do it, it's extra work that he doesn't necessarily benefit from, right? Like, but if there were two people that were potentially going to be incentivized to actually go out and actively promote it, like, why not? And I don't know if Laser Force HQ is in a position where they care, or if it's it's one of those things. I don't know if it's a measurable, if it has measurable metrics I don't know if you
And
can.
that's
Yeah, and anything, it's hard to quantify that, and it's hard to pay for something when you can't quantify it, right? Like, we get that shit all the time with our business. It's like, hey, should we
yeah.
do this thing? Well, can we quantify it? Not really, but we think it'll be good. Oh, well, I mean, maybe we don't do it then.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like that there would actually be a fairly there actually would be some fairly easy metrics to quantify around, because you'd be able to see membership numbers, and then you would be able to track if there's repeat play on those
Maybe for existing
memberships.
sites, like if you had if you could look over a, you know, 3, 6, 12 month period of, okay, we didn't track. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if they already track that data, so it's hard to compare, right? Like, if you're not already keeping the statistics of, all right, we have this many members and these members played this many times or whatever. Like, I guess it's only it's loosely tracked by, all right, well, now we actually have, between this date and this date, we have this many memberships, and our revenue increased by this much. It's hard to know, all right, was that because of that? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But, that's the thing. Like, you can kind of loosely track it, but there's no hard stats or hard facts. And without hard facts, people like struggle to justify the spend. But, dude, see if you can figure out a way to sell that as a service, because I mean, I think it would be kind of cool. It would be beneficial for us as a player base for sites to actively grow their membership numbers. Even just from, like, I never understood why they don't, because capturing people's data is so valuable. But whatever. What do I know? Just a chump that gets sent to hospital every other month. What else happened with you this week, dude?
Oh yeah, right. So I bought my ticket for Nats.
Ooh,
So
I'm so excited.
you might say that I did a thing.
You did. What the fuck?
Huh. I don't know.
Someone clip that. That was glorious. I was actually looking this week at flights because they had a sale. I don't know what my travel looks like just yet, but you're there for what? Like, you get in the week before and then you're out kind of.
I get
pretty
so yeah. So I arrive in Brisbane at 6:30 in the morning on Friday, August 1st.
Yeah.
And I fly out Sunday the 10th at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
I was originally looking at, like, oh, maybe I'll fly out like Saturday night, and then, like, that's not how the international flights work. They don't leave in the evening. There's just a whole timing thing there. So I decided that I would leave on Sunday so that I can actually have Saturday as a, like, oh, I can actually, like, hang out with people.
Yeah.
And, like, and if we're doing something
Disc golf
on Saturday, I can actually, like, participate instead of, getting done with the tournament on a Friday and immediately hopping on a plane Saturday morning. Like,
well, so for anyone that is coming to Nats this year, the LFDGA, Laser Force Disc Golf Association, we are hosting the second annual Dick Gold Memorial Cup tournament. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe the dates are. So if anyone wants to join us, more than welcome to. I've designed a special tournament T-shirt, which I think we've shown on chat on the stream before, but I'll put it up in the Discord. I'll put it up on the tournaments page, and then I'll put it in the new Discord when it becomes a thing. We've actually got sponsorship. RPM New Zealand, RPM Disc New Zealand have come on as prize sponsors, so they've generously donated about a half a dozen prize discs for us to give out as prizes for the tournament. So yeah, sponsorship, baby.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very happy with that. We've also got the main trophy up for grabs, and this tournament will be running a handicap tournament, I guess, which is pretty sweet. So, if you're new, and you want to play, you're more than welcome to. Let me know if you need discs beforehand, because I can bring some over for those that don't have discs. I've been thinking about doing another Resupply disc run, doing a new Resupply disc as well. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put that up for.
I mean, that would be a smart merchandising combination.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw that out there, that if you're half the business person that I think you are.
I so sneakily I bring it up because it's something I've already been thinking about.
Yeah.
A glow disc, that's not a bad idea. We might do a glow. We have the glow putter. It might be a glow. What would be a good name for it? If anyone wants to think of a name, like I'll try and think of one as well. That's one thing I haven't really given much thought to. But like we have
something shadow.
Something shadow. You only have a slip disc. That's so funny. Oh, Daz, you legend. Maybe that's what it'll be called. It'll be called the slip disc. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, my God. Oh, that's so funny. Will there be a Nats tee as well? There will be. I'm waiting on the Nats logo. I hit Marco up. I haven't heard from him for a couple of weeks. I might message him again. As soon as we have a logo, I'll design the t-shirt. We'll do a Nats tee. So there'll be Nats tee. There'll be disc golf tee. There'll be so many things for you to spend your money with me on. The slip disc is so good.
Yeah, Steve-O, how's it feel for us both? I mean, mostly you, because I'm not that funny, but how's it feel to be upstaged on our own chat?
Oh, I love
chat?
it. If it's Daz, I'll take that any day of the week. None of you other bums, though. That's so good.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see all you idiots.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. It's. I'm glad you're coming. I'm glad that DK's gonna be there. I'm glad we're gonna be able to do another run of the Resupply live. But yeah, I reckon we'll do that. We'll do a Resupply limited run. It'll just be the one disc. We did obviously the double tap, the phaser, and the Space Marine in the first run. We had the starter pack. We have no more of those. We won't do another run of them either because it's too expensive. So we'll just do the one disc. It'll be, I'm not sure what it'll be yet. I'll figure something out, but it'll be available for everyone to purchase. We probably should put that things in motion very quickly. But yeah, if you wanna participate in the event, I'll add it as a separate event, Facebook event.
Or a separate Discord event because if we're not off of Facebook within the next month, then we're probably doing it wrong.
Is that a thing? Is Discord events a thing?
Yes, you can basically you can do.
Hell yeah, Lucy.
There's a calendar mod for Discord you can put events into, and it'll notify people and all that good stuff. So, and the only reason I know that is because my community, the community that I live in, has a Discord, and it has that plugin.
Oh, cool. Bloody marvelous. All right. Well, so yeah, when the Discord goes live, and we'll keep an eye on sort of various spots for that to happen. We'll put it up there. I'd love to migrate everyone away from Facebook because fuck them. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So I'm glad you're coming. I'm glad you're gonna be there. I
have no idea what the team is gonna be yet. That's a whole.
We need a 6th. Come play with me.
I got to figure out the U.S. stuff first.
Fuck them. Declare for Auckland. That's where the home is. That's where the heart is. That's where the
heart is. But I already I promised I'd be available for the U.S. first.
Fuck them.
So.
U.S. nay. U.S. nay.
although it looks like U.S. East actually has a team.
Oh, killer.
Like
Ooh, what do you know? What do you know that I don't know?
um,
Or can you say yet? Should we? I tell you what. Let's not speculate on that. Let's wait till they have a thing, and we won't want to steal their thunder. We'll let them come on here and talk to us about it.
Or hopefully in 2 weeks it'll all be out there and official anyway. We'll be able to be like, hey, this is the team. But yeah, no, I've had some conversations with the East people, and they actually have like a full six of basically a combined Syracuse Detroit roster, which is fucking great. Like,
it's a real shame Baden's not playing with them this year. It's a real shame. He's going to come play for New Zealand.
But it is actually realistically looking like we could have 3 U.S. teams this year.
We've got 5 confirmed.
Cool.
In fact, I'm going to just tell you our 5 confirmed so far. We have myself. We've got Leach. We have Lone Soul. We've got Morange. And we have Know It All as our current 5. Pretty solid 5.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Need to shore up the resupply, but pretty good 5. If only we had a resupply player that was Auckland eligible, and
you had a resupply player that's won multiple MVPs while playing for Auckland.
Yeah. And we have it probably likely to play resupply with me for the whole week, probably. Oh, I wonder who that would be.
I don't know. That's weird.
Some chump, some Boogie Wonderlands guy. Check what I just said in your LFDGA chat.
That's for Lucy.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's not for you, Steve.
It's not for me.
Not everything is for you. Not everything
business.
is for you. Sometimes things are for other people.
What do you mean I'm not involved?
You do not have to be involved with everything. Sometimes you are just you, and your mere presence is the light.
Is overbearing is the word you're looking for. Fucking loud. You still don't know if you'll be drafted for Brisbane. Looks like not, to be honest. The resupply pay available. I would assume that you'll get snapped up by the traveling Euros. That to me seems like the most sense, but is what it is. The thing with stealing Than is Auckland eligible. So, although that being said, I did try to get Hoodlum to come play. And he was like, maybe, but no, it's not gonna happen. It's only 2 of them. Yeah, it's why you join forces with people. Come on, mate, you got this. Team Euro. You ditched the Euros. They're like, hey, we've come to play. Like, oh, nah, you can go play with these guys instead.
Nah, bro. Sorry.
Nah, bro, sorry about that. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's shaping up. Like, I think the Nats train is just starting to have some coal shoveled into the engine pit. The smokestacks are starting to bellow smoke, and
the whistles. The whistle's been hit a couple times.
Yeah.
Like, just letting you know that train's just about to start leaving the station.
Yeah, the Fat Controller has wiped and has pulled them up and is about to close the door. You have to wipe the sweat from his brow. But we're getting ready. The hype train's starting to pull out, and I'm very, very excited because this one's a special one. We talked about it before. This year's going to be special. Yeah. Yeah.
There's I don't know how I'm gonna feel like basically farewelling that site. Like,
yeah, allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, I mean, locationally.
Yeah.
That's.
It's that site. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that's, the fact that that site has been open continuously since 1987.
Insane.
In that location is. It's literally the longest open laser tag site in the world.
And standalone. Again, it's standalone.
And has been for like a few years now.
Yeah.
It's been the longest continually open laser tag site in the world. So
is it kind of an FEC now? Like, it sort of is, but in a different way. Like, laser tag is the main thing you go there for, right? Versus FECs usually have like a bowling alley or like a go-kart track, and laser tag is just kind of shoehorned into an office upstairs or whatever.
Yeah, whereas Brisbane Tag is still definitely the main attraction,
Yeah.
and and they've just added ancillary things over the years.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's like I can definitely see a world where like kind of the last time all the traveling players like walk out from that or from that location, like there might be a few tears shed.
Yeah.
Like
I cried the last time we played in Brisbane. I
yeah,
had
that's because Hoodlum wrecked you in the last game we played. So
no, it was a weird thing for me, like, because I was like, this is the last time that we'll probably we'll be together playing, and in a sense it kind of was. What would be a really cool thing to have happen, because Brisbane have a long storied history. It'd be amazing to have players from the way back come and like sign a wall or something. That would be really cool. Like have like a full, or sign a banner or something that could be like taken to the new location and put up somewhere, or something like that, like a keepsake of people. And now that I say that out loud, I wish that had kind of happened throughout the years. Like people, they had like a plaque where players for that tournament like sign something. But yeah, Lucy, if you wanna talk to someone there about that, I don't know if they'd want to do it, but could be a kind of cool thing, like to have people kind of sign a wall or sign a poster or sign something that could
migrate to the new location.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, get this junk out of here.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there's definitely going to be, definitely going to be some nostalgia.
Yeah.
That week for sure, because like the first time I played there was, I mean, literally 25 years ago. I played there in 2000 on one of my first trips to Australia. So I mean, like putting that into perspective is just kind of like, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
I just had
fun.
a thought.
Stand back.
So we had a tournament there. Not in my mind, it wasn't that long ago. Celebrating the 30th anniversary of that place being open.
2018. Yeah.
Yeah. I just realized that we're not that far removed from the 40th.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Isn't it, honestly, isn't it amazing how much COVID has fucked with all of our time sense?
It's brutal, dude. Like, because that tournament didn't seem that long ago. But it's a long time ago. Like, I mean, prior to that, the year before that was, Sacramento. And, a lot of the Loveland cats that we met there were kids. Still kids there when we met them. And are no longer kids.
No, they are not. They're mostly fully grown, semi-functional adults.
Yeah, they went from moody teenagers to moody adults.
And Tucker's not in chat anymore, so he
Damn
doesn't
it.
get to hear that. And Gabe's not either. So, oh well. You know what? They'll listen to they'll watch the VOD, and then I'm sure one of us or both of us will get annoyed messenger messages going, "Hey, assholes!"
Dude, that slip disc thing is such a good idea. Like, it'd be such a good idea for a disc golf company to be called Slip Discs. I'm gonna steal your idea, Daz. I'm gonna give you a 10% ownership credit on Slip Discs. We're going into business. Right. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we finish up for the day?
Nah, I think we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, I'm super excited that I bought the ticket. Super excited to see everybody in less than 6 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be a good time, and hopefully by the time our next show rolls around, we'll be able to pimp the new the new Discord and start getting people migrated to that and fuck off of Facebook, and kind of get back to having an actual central place to disseminate information, because Facebook has gotten so terrible, and obviously younger generation like really doesn't even use it. Like we're very back to fragmented information, and trying to keep everything kind of straight and sorted and all that is becoming a lot more difficult than it otherwise should be. So
Yeah. Hopefully this will kind of, like you say, help to centralize some of that again. Like we said, we're not on next week. We don't have a show. We possibly won't have one the following week either. May or may not be. So I'm away next week because my mum's coming home. And I'll be traveling to Palmy and basically with her for the next couple of weeks. So, we'll keep you guys updated in our Discord whether or not we're going to go live. But no show next week, possibly not the next week after that. And then we'll be back on.
We're definitely back on the 11/12th, depending upon where in the world you are. But yeah, the weekend of the 4th/5th. I mean, that's your birthday weekend. It's my birthday weekend.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, keep an eye on the Discord. We'll keep you guys in the loop. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed our little update of barely
things.
Laser tag. Really, we thought we shoehorned a little bit of laser tag in there for you guys, but
very little bit.
Laser force. For this week though, I've been Guy Next Door.
And I've been Than.
Always remember to backtrack, kids, and maybe stretch before you slip your disc. We'll see you guys when we see you. Ka kite anō.